Fam, what is up with the squad? It's Session. Favorite auntie with Uncle Tendencies in the building with Coach Coleman. I'm back like I never left. The CC show. What's going on, Coach?
What's going on? Obsessed with the best. Sess Talk
Oh man,
Sports, bringing nothing but the best in sports talk. Women's hoops and all other sports. Wonderful Wednesday to you, my partner in sports. Good
what's happening?
to be back.
What's the word, Coach?
Word, man. We had some wonderful Wednesday women's college hoops lights tonight. A little bit of something, something, a little something, something. We're gonna talk about. I'm sure we're gonna get into that.
Oh yeah, just double checking. All right, yeah. Let's get into it. What's going on, y'all? Hit the like and the share. They both right there. It's your favorite hoops bedtime story. I don't know, Coach. The hoops been on a drought for me. The hoops been on a drought. I've been doing a lot of rewatching.
Right.
Caught some games today. Watched the Louisville game. Well, I guess you got some scorers. I guess you got some scorers.
Got some scorers. Got some
So
scorers.
maybe we get the scorers in, and then we'll talk about the games after you get the scorers in.
Okay, we go with scorers. We're gonna have wonderful Wednesday women's college hoops light scorers of these games. Hey, Lisa Pugh, how are you? LP in the chat. Glad you're here. We have Ole Miss coming in number 14 in the nation right now. Ole Miss 102. Mississippi Valley State Devilettes or Devils 34 points. Beloved, one of our beloved HBCUs and Mississippi State of Mississippi schools playing it out on a Wednesday night. Ole Miss. Let's go over to the box scores for the scorers for. I'm doing great at you, Lucy P. For the Ole Miss. We got Christine Iwala, 15 and 11, double club. Cody McMahon, 24 points. Natasha Lattimore, 10 points, and Tiana Tipton, 12. And and Jayla Murray, 13. Caitlin Peterson with 10. That is your double digit scorers for the winning Ole Miss basketball team. We had number 16, Louisville, uh, number 16 in the nation, Louisville, had all they can handle for two and a quarter, 2 3/4, almost 3/4. Eastern Kentucky Colonels gave them all that they could handle for 2.5 quarters there, and then there became uh, the moment of separation in the third quarter. There you got Louisville Cardinals, 16 in the nation with 76 points, in Eastern Kentucky Colonels, like Colonel Sanders chicken, like Colonels, right? 51 points there in Louisville with the victory. Go over to the double digits. Scorers Ziegler with 11. Tatiana Roberts with 12. Skylar Jones, 10. Uh, Yenelia Putra with 10. And that is your double digit scorers for the winning cards of that game. Congratulations to them. We had UConn in action, Big Lease, as some would say. He's Big East, Big Lease action. Pick your vocabulary. UConn Huskies, number one in the nation, 89 points. Marquette Golden Eagles, 53 points. And I think the closest the score was 27-12 in the first quarter. I think that was the closest. You have it there. Going over to UConn Huskies, double-digit scorers for the Huskies on the court. 22 points for Sarah Strong. Sarah Williams, 11 points. Azzy Fudd, 14. Quinones Blanca. Quinones with 12. That is your double-digit scorers for the winning Huskies over the Marquette Golden Eagles. Let's go over to UNC Tar Heels, ranked number 18 in the nation, playing another team in North Carolina. UNC Wilmington, University of North Carolina, Wilmington Seahawks, 34 points. Tar Heels, 84 points. Over to the double-digit scorers for the Tar Heels. There you have Suira Toomey with 15 points. India Navarre with 10, and Nyla Brooks with 16. That is your double-digit scorers for the winning Tar Heels in that game. Last but not least, number 2, Texas, 96, number 2 in the nation, playing at home against Northwestern State, another team, Texas, Northwestern State Lady Demons, 96-38, Texas Longhorns with the win on tonight. Let's go to your double-digit scorers for the winning Texas Longhorns. Madison Booker with 28, Rory Harmon 11 and 10 assists. Double club. Jordan Lee with 15. Kyla Oldacre with 12 and 12. Double club. And that is your double-digit scorers for the winning Texas Longhorns in that game. Congratulations to all the double-digit scorers for the ranked teams and unranked teams that played on this wonderful Wednesday of Women's College Hoops Lights. The scorers have been brought to you by Wanda's Wings Wonders. No bust downs. Yeah, grab yourself a handful of wings, Mondo wontons, hold the olives, double-digit scorers of these games. Mondo, we shouted out your double-digit scorers for your UConn winning Huskies on tonight. If you didn't catch it or you just catching up, good to see you. Back to you, Auntie. That is our double-digit scorers for these games.
Lisa Pugh, what's going on? Mondo, what's happening? Yeah, we seen y'all play against Marquette today. Lil Lise was in action.
Oh my
we
goodness.
seen y'all was in action. That's all right. Let's talk hoops, y'all. Let's talk hoops. I'm gonna get right into it. Let's get right into it, because some of these teams that I thought was gonna be in better situations, getting ready to go into conference, they still got to show improve for me. So it's interesting. It's interesting. I had some teams that I thought were gonna be able to make some noise. That so far it's like, hey man, what the hell y'all doing? What's going on? What's happening with y'all roster? So we're gonna just talk some conferences, and then y'all we're gonna start with let's start with the ACC.
Okay.
Let's start with the ACC because my question about the ACC is Louisville becoming a favorite in the ACC? Let's talk about it. For me, Louisville may be one of the favorites in the ACC. I think, to me, like I told you, I think they're a top 15 team. I know they got them at 16. Yahoo has them ranked at, I think, 12. But let's look at the ACC. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about them.
You said Louisville. Yeah, I think Louisville is starting to look like a balanced team. You got Hardy rising and starting to get into the lineup more time. Sometimes start with just significant minutes. Can jump, is just good around the rim. With soft hands, you got Roberts. The guard play is getting better each game, which you love to see. Was it Instant Boogaloo, the stretch play 3 and 4 can shoot and can post you up, and then Putra showing signs, if I pronounce name right. So it is a very energetic, young, and what I call hungry or team that has just a self. You look at them as a self-determined team, driven. It's a player-driven team, um, willing that wants to get something done. They showed it even against North Carolina how to figure things out. They had control most of that game, and they figured out how to finish it in overtime. They actually shut out North Carolina in overtime. And so I'm not a Louisville fan. I'm not a fan of the coach, but those young ladies in the court, um, it's a joy to watch how they're coming together on the court. You like to see good basketball, right? So Louisville is playing good basketball, and so yeah, I see them right now that they stay just continually growing, and I don't think some of the players are even have rise or have come on the scene as you anticipated. So I'm with you. So far this point in the season, I've enjoyed watching Louisville play, and they've been consistent to me, the most consistent so far of the ACC team.
Listen, Louisville's on a 4-game winning streak. Like I said, they opened up the season against UConn in a game that UConn didn't play its best basketball to start the game, and Louisville didn't have to lose that game, right? They were still figuring some things out. Louisville's lost to UConn, they lost to Kentucky, and they lost a 2-point contest to us. They're already 2-0 in their conference, beating I think North Carolina and Clemson already. They knocked them down already. I think one of the most battle tested teams in the ACC. I have them competing to win the ACC, and I remember where Louisville was at last year. Sweet 16, Elite 8, maybe. Like I said, the length on this team, the athleticism, the shooting, they get hot, man. They can play with the best of them. You think Louisville's Elite 8? Okay. Yeah, me too, Commissioner Kai. What's going on, fam? What's Louisville ceiling? Oh no, you tell us. But this game coming up on I think it's Saturday. I think that's Saturday. Or maybe it's Friday. I think it's Saturday. Saturday the 20th. Yeah, I think it's Saturday.
Today's the 17th. Well, the Wednesday is the 17th.
So,
Louisville, Tennessee on the 20th.
Coach, today is Wednesday. Tomorrow's Thursday.
Okay.
It was like, well, Wednesday's the 17th. Yeah, today's Wednesday. We creeping up on the 18th. Yes. So,
okay.
You think the Sweet 16? Okay, yeah. Elite 8. I think Saturday they'll play Tennessee at 11 a.m. on Fox.
Okay.
And I believe we're live for Baseline Brunch while that's going on. So we'll be kind of talking about that and some other things. I believe as long as the ladies are ready and available, that's gonna tell us that'll be the next thing that I need to know about them. Everything else, nothing else really matters after that for me. You play UConn, like I said, the first game of the season for where they were at, bringing in some players out the portal and all of that. I thought they played UConn tough, and like I said, they didn't have to lose that game. They lost it. They dropped a 2-pointer to us, and they lost by 10 to Kentucky. So, for the most part, it looks like the only test that they've had is, the defending champs and then 2 SEC teams. So I'm interested to see how they fare against Tennessee. But they're at. I believe they're at. Oh no! Tennessee is coming to town. Oh
no! This is
gonna be the Champions Classic, so this will be in New York. So Mondo should be in the building to tell us live and direct what's going on there. So we'll be looking to hear from you on that, Mondo. But yeah, so this is a neutral ground game. But like I said, it's gonna be interesting. I'm looking forward to watching this one. I'm getting up early. Making sure I'm up for 11 a.m. for this one. Well, I got to be up anyway for Baseline Brunch, but I'm gonna have my party favors. I'm gonna have my party favors on deck. I'll be ready for this one. Louisville 11-3. Playing against Tennessee Lady Volunteers 7-2. I will send you the link. I will send you a link, sir. I think Louisville can beat. I think Louisville can beat Tennessee, especially if Tennessee 3-ball don't travel. What game is in my? I don't know, Tracy. What you asked me? What game is it? New York. What game is it? I think you asked what game is in New York. The Champions Classic is in New York again. I don't know. My. I don't know, Tracy Harper. What you telling me? You on your Johnny Gill right now or what? I don't know. You like my yeah. I knew he was going there. New York, yeah, Champions Classic. So let's go get off on Fox.
You started it. I had to finish it. You started that.
No, I didn't. No, I didn't. Tracy Harper started that all in minds in the chat. I was trying to figure out what was going on. What's going on, Shay? What's going up, fam?
Shay, now you got it in my head. All right, okay.
So, New York, they playing at the Barclays Center Saturday. Double header. Okay, so this is the Champions Classic. At least now it has a champion in it. UConn will play Iowa following that Louisville Tennessee game. So we get Louisville Tennessee at 11, followed by Iowa UConn at 1:30. Okay, so that's what's happening there. But and then y'all know South Carolina will be playing at 2:00. So that's on Saturday.
Oh man, I'm gonna look forward. I'm looking forward to see that game. See which style of play establishes itself.
So I mean, this is so fun because I think at least maybe for the beginning and maybe for the game, we will get a baseline brunch conversation rolling into this game. I'm so excited. For this South Carolina game. So I'm excited. We'll see. We'll see how that rolls out.
So yeah, that's a 2 p.m. game, South Carolina. Right. Okay.
I think we play at 1. Don't we play it yet too? So maybe we may get a real lot. I don't know if we'll be still on when the game starts, but a preview into the game. I don't know. We'll see how this thing goes. Okay, you thinking about going? Okay, Tracy Harper. Let us know if you get in the building. So that's kind of where I'm at with the ACC. Louisville, Tennessee is going to tell me a lot. I know Hannah and Prosper are going to try to make their noise.
Right.
I just don't know if they got enough, right? Hannah's going doggo. We know that. Hannah's going doggo.
Right.
So they'll be there fighting. Samaya Smith is back in Virginia. It'd be interesting to see what she looks like. I expect NC State to figure it out. I have zero confidence in Duke doing anything, so I'll be surprised. North Carolina, I'm not sure. North Carolina may be fool's gold. I'm just not sure on that one. Cal, I don't know if they have enough shooters.
Right. I think you find the same thing with North Carolina. Tar Heels. What we watched against Louisville, they went into this pocket of just cold, and it's times where it can cost you the game. So, the other thing is who is their GOAT? Who is their game changer? I really haven't seen that or identified that in the time I watched North Carolina. Like, oh, that's the person. That's the nucleus. You always got that.
Yeah, I'm not really sure. I've been waiting on Renaya Kelly, but then it looked like Renaya Kelly came off the bench, and I don't know if that's because she's coming back from injury, and I don't know enough about what's going on in North Carolina, so it's going to be interesting to see what happens there. Shonda Doe, right? What's going on, fam?
I know Brooks and Navarre are pretty consistent in scoring for them, but as far as like that lead who leads the team, I really haven't seen it, and I think that's what might have been was missing going into that overtime game. Louisville kind of gave them the overtime. Mm-hmm. Really, you go back and I watched that game twice. So Louisville kind of gave them the overtime gift. Per my basketball view, that's really what happened. So they kind of Louisville played themselves in.
From your basketball lens?
Yeah, from my basketball lens.
Gotcha. Okay. You are so funny. So, when I'm looking at the ACC, I don't know enough about Syracuse and Wake Forest to know if these 10-1 and 10-2 records are to be taken seriously, or if this is, non-conference type of success. I haven't watched them. I'm not going to try to guess. If y'all got an opinion, let me know. The Stanford Cardinal. Oh, go ahead.
Syracuse struggled last year, and then the year before that they had success. They were in the tournament, and then last year, just kind of renew and refresh and catching up. Coming up to par with NIL, and they have a good coach in Syracuse, Leggett. If I said that pronouncedly, she was at Buffalo, and then came down to Syracuse, duly well deserved. And I mean, this year they have some height and some shooters.
Well, I think Leggett played at Syracuse, didn't she?
Yeah, she played at Syracuse. Leggett.
Yeah, in the first year she came back, she brought Daisha Fair back, who was just, that was a bucket. That was hard to stop in the ACC. So, and she snuck in there.
Right, and so this year, we'll see, because I don't think they really played ranked teams yet. They're better than last year. There's some upside to Syracuse. I like how they're playing, but again, I'm going back to what you said. But they say we shall see. I love to see success. That will add some.
Well, you got Layla Philly up there, right? So she transferred up there out of Texas. So they got some hoopers. We'll see what happens.
Right.
Drill the Mops, what's going on? Lou A, what up in the building? What's happening? What's happening, y'all? Yeah. So now Stanford. Listen, like I said, Rodman Media mentioned some freshmen. I've been looking at them. I really like Sean Fahey, Haley Swain. They played a close one that they dropped that I think they learned some lessons from. I don't know if they have enough to win the ACC, but I'm looking to see how they gel. I expect them to make noise over the next few seasons, right? And then when you talk about the top 5 in the ACC, it's Louisville, Syracuse, Wake Forest, Stanford, Notre Dame. Is how they have them listed, with Virginia, NC State, Duke, Clemson, North Carolina, I think, rounding out the rest. So, out of those, Louisville, Stanford, like I said, Hannah Gondago. I expect NC State to figure it out. We got Kai Shi down there. We're not going to waste this kid's
I hope
year.
not.
Right? We're not going to waste this kid's year, so looking forward to it.
I enjoy.
What's up, Kappa? What's going on with you?
Yeah.
So, yeah. Okay, so let's see. After the ACC, who's next? Who do we really care about? We don't. Okay, Big 12.
Yeah, they don't really care about us. Okay, that was in my head.
So, listen, I haven't watched enough of these teams to know if Arizona State is fool's gold or not. They 13-0. I seen them beat a team, but I don't. It was like I got to see against some other people. Texas Tech Lady Raiders, I haven't had a chance to watch them either. Still 13-0, undefeated so far, winning at home and on the road. Iowa State Cyclones, 12-0. I believe them. I believe Audie. Okay, I believe them. I believe Audie, Addie, and Jada. This core 3. TCU Horned Frogs, 12-0. I don't believe in TCU, y'all, but I could be wrong. I haven't watched enough of them. I thought that Oklahoma State would have been a little bit better. They 11-2. BYU, haven't watched them. Now Baylor Bears I'm worried about. Anybody got any news on Talia Scott? Given the circumstance, win over a peer ACC opponent was mostly due to bad play caused by UNC, but they solid co-faves. You disagree? That's okay. You could disagree. Yeah. Michigan shocks some people. We ain't in the Big Ten yet, though. Kappa, we just talking about in their conferences right now. So I mean, you could tell me if you think North Carolina would beat. See, here's the thing. When I look at Louisville and I look at North Carolina, we played both of them. North Carolina didn't stand a chance against us. Louisville played us really close. So, and now that I see Louisville beat North Carolina, you can say it was because of some plays or something. But if they played again, I would still pick Louisville over North Carolina. TCU not impressing you either? Okay, yeah. We gonna get to the Big Ten. We're in the Big 12 right now, though. I believe Iowa State. They asked a few W players to name their top 4 college players. Did y'all see it? Interesting. No, Mondo, share it with me. Tag me in the mention, please. Kansas Jayhawks. I don't think they have enough. West Virginia Mountaineers. Listen, I don't know what it depends on which West Virginia team shows up. And then the rest of the Big 12, Audie is the truth. Yeah, I'm liking Audie. I'm like what Audie's doing right now. Concerned she didn't play the last game. So Audie, I'm concerned about. Want to make sure that she's healthy. Talia Scott, I'm concerned about. If Talia's healthy, I got the Baylor Bears jumping back in this top 5 conversation in the Big 12. If she's not healthy, could be a rough season for the Baylor Bears. Now I thought it was just an ankle, but I haven't heard anything either way. TCU win over NC State is watered down by now. Iowa State is more formidable. Their win over Iowa was impressive. Audie Cookie. TCU has no chance on matching her. Yeah, it's not a lot of answers for Audie.
Yeah, it's not. I agree. Not a lot of answers for Audie, and it's footwork.
Now Audie is crooked.
Yeah, definitely.
Audie is crooked. When Audie is crooked, it ain't that.
You said Audie is crooked. I like that.
When Audie crooked, man, listen. Hannah Doggo and Audie crooked. Hannah Doggo and Hannah Doggos and Audie crooks. You know what I'm saying? Let her crooks. When Audie is crooksing. You gotta let her crooksin. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, let her crooks.
Let her crooks. You gotta let her crooks. Yeah, I don't know. I didn't watch the Baylor game, but I heard that they were already kind of down before Talia went down. So that's what Shonda Del Rey already told me. So I didn't even go look. I want to see her get healthy. I don't know if it was just an off day, but I think still, Lil Page Bugs, man, they got to find some other offense, and UT Dunn has to get going for Baylor to be able to compete. But I think that they can, if they get going, the Big 12. Like I said, right now I got Iowa State winning the Big 12. I'm just gonna keep it a buck. I got Iowa State winning the Big 12. TCU a fast-paced team with Miles, but the SEC will slow them down in the tourney. Oh yeah, I'm not even thinking about these teams in terms of SEC teams right now. No need to talk about the Little Lease. Them trophies already printed. Big Ten. Let's talk Big Ten. So undefeated teams in this conference: Maryland Terrapins and the Nebraska Cornhuskers. 12-0, 11-0 respectively. Few teams at 10-1. That's going to be Illinois fighting the Illini, Iowa Hawkeyes, UCLA Bruins. Then you got Michigan, Ohio State at 9-1, and Wisconsin at 8-3. Southern Cal at 7-3.
I think it's.
And Oregon Ducks rounding out that 10 with, I think, with 11. They're 11-1 too. They're 11-1. What you say, Coach?
Right now, man, I don't see one person distinguishing them, standing apart in the Big Ten. Like, ooh, they're gonna be at the top. It's just this.
So,
okay.
So, Kappa, you got Michigan and UConn meeting for the championship.
Off of that early season game, I think it was a good scout and they executed their scout. I don't know if they could do that consistently, but Michigan is a fairly good team.
You think it's gonna be between the Brewers, the Hawkeyes, we say Southern Cal over here. USC is South Carolina over here. I didn't told y'all now. There's a battle for the name. They lost that. Dang, bro.
Michigan, I think Michigan like what 5, 6 around there. Because you got Maryland, but Maryland's question mark to stay healthy, right? Right. They, they with some health challenges right now, if I'm not mistaken, with that last update. So if their talent can stay healthy or keep enough talent healthy to win some games, I like Olsen, the Olsen and Silas Ford's connection and duo from Michigan. And then then you got kind of like grassroots type of push from Michigan State, be knocking at someone's door. I think around 7. And see with Southern California, I mean, count Kenny Smith and Jazzy Davidson now, uh, and the crew and them. So and uh, and then UCLA, I think UCLA is gonna get it's gonna take some L's because it already
So
came out facing.
listen, I'm looking at the Wolverines. I'm looking at the Washington Huskies. Uh, the Spartans. I'm interested to see what they do, but uh,
Are we talking about Big Ten, Malik, Big Draco? Talking about Big Ten conference.
yeah, just the Big Ten. Just the Big Ten. And they wasn't saying Michigan not better than South Carolina. I think what they said was that Michigan is going to end up in the bracket with UConn because the earlier season matchup is what Kappa was saying. Not that they was going to meet in the championship. That's what I was asking. I like the Wolverines. I like the Wolverines. It's gonna be interesting. So I'll tell you this. I believe they told me that the Bruins that I believe Bree Wayne said that Sienna Best played recently. So I haven't saw the Bruins with bets with the Betses.
The bets is
Yeah, but I just don't know if Michigan has enough size. They got what's her name, Holloway,
right.
there too.
Was it Mia Holloway?
Mm-hmm. So it's gonna it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be interesting. I think the Big
And
Ten is
that's
a little bit more. I think the Big Ten is a little bit more open, and people are admitting. A lot of people already put UCLA name on the championship. It's just like I don't know. Hold up, let's see how it go. Let's see
and
how it
that's
go.
and that's another thing. I'm not sure if Mia Holloway is fully on people's scouting report yet. You know, like a whole on their scouting agenda. I'm not sure. It doesn't seem like it. Maybe we'll see when we go into Big Ten play, but now it doesn't seem like
You only
Mia.
think South Carolina is 5% better than Michigan?
Lose focus. I'm confused by that part.
I thought we were just talking about the bracket yesterday. I thought I told you who's in our bracket. Did I tell you that already?
All right, too early. The too early bracketality.
Michigan is in our bracket.
Okay.
We just said that would be the Elite Eight game yesterday.
All right.
Michigan, so it'll probably end up being Michigan and NC State gonna meet up, and then they'll end up playing the winner of Vandy Baylor, Southern Cal and Louisville will play. We're probably gonna end up playing West Virginia or Oregon, and we're gonna play the winner of Southern Cal Louisville to play the winner of whoever wins between Baylor, Vandy, NC State, and Michigan. That's our bracket right now. Region 3, Sacramento. That's us right now. That's we got. That's who's in our bracket. Baylor, Vandy, North Carolina State, Michigan, Albany. Albany gonna shock somebody. West Virginia, Rice, Army, Southern over there if they beat Mercer, Indiana, Virginia. That's the region that they got us in right now.
Okay. That's a gauntlet.
Could be.
or a healthy challenge. Let's put it like
UCLA
that.
got like Stanford, Alabama, North Carolina, Oklahoma State, Kentucky, Michigan State, LSU. So you think the Wolverines built more chemistry since they played us? You don't think we built no more chemistry? We ain't even the same team that we was when we played them. So how do you base who we are right now on who the Wolverines played at the beginning of last season? We wasn't even the same team at the end of last season. So I don't know how does that all factor into your analysis?
I mean, just like Michigan Wolverines grow, different team this year, the same thing happened with South Carolina, and they're still growing into their team this year and getting the roster healthy. So
I hope it's in Cali. Michigan made UConn look human, but I've been saying UConn have flaws since game one. And you have Big Draco. Yeah. I know Michigan got size, but I don't know that I think we only 5% better than them. Michigan can't even match. Michigan can go big, but who's Michigan's answer for Joyce? Who's Michigan's answer for a coach? Who's Michigan? Michigan doesn't have size. They don't have as much size as we have. They can go. What can they go like 6'2"? Like yeah, I'm not. I'm. Yeah, plus, and then they play Big Ten type basketball. Only 5% better than South Carolina coming out the SEC. I don't know if I agree with that one, but y'all help me see it.
I was just wondering how you get to 5%. I was just curious. I was just bouncing around in my head, like how that number come about.
They
But
about 5% better than them. That's right. Yeah, I'm curious. I think the Gamecocks right now are not going to be the same Gamecocks in March, who will be more jailed and better. The roster is not the same, so that is the transition I'm in. There's no answer for Joyce. They don't have an answer for a coach, but we only 5% better than them, and we added the top player in the nation to that team. And then the way Tessa playing, again, we're not the same team as last year either.
and Maddie McDaniels, Maddie might
Even if we was ranked 10, this is what I figured out, Kappa. Even if we was ranked 10, it wouldn't matter. We're still the team that lives rent free in everybody's head. If we was ranked 15, Isla, I don't think people realize how late we started. They don't. But again, it goes back to Malik. I don't think people realize how big we are. Oh, Gotti, yeah, I didn't want to keep naming names. I just, I just threw a few out. I could have said Ravens scoring now. You know what I'm saying? I just left it at that. Latson can give you 5 threes. Isla can give you 5 threes. Tessa can give you 4. Adele can give you 9 points in 8 minutes. Yeah, 5% better. I don't know. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun to watch. I hope we see him. I hope we see him. Gotti and Swartz. I hope we see him.
Gotti and Swartz.
Yeah, I mean they play on the Canadian team together, don't they?
Right, that's right. I forgot about that. McCure. Yeah. That's right. Thank you for reminding me.
6'2" wingspans look different.
Exactly. Hello, somebody. In person. In person. How they do that there?
Well, do we dare go here? My goodness. Well, it's only one. It's only one. It's only one. There's only one conference left to talk about. And I said Sunday, nothing was wrong with a coach. Drip just got them ultimate mind games going, giving Tech that confidence. Maybe I don't know. I just want Tech to get healthy. So let's see. SEC. So we not in. So I think let me see what place are we in the SEC.
In a second.
No, we're in 7th.
In the SEC.
Yeah, we're in 7th if you count the 4 people that's tied for 6th. Yeah, because we got Texas is 13-0, Alabama's 13-0. If I go by just win losses right now, we ain't played no conference games. Just talking about the people listed.
Okay. Listed as of right now, currently.
Yeah. You said we should beat Michigan. We will beat Michigan. Yeah, we will. Right. If we play Michigan, we will beat Michigan. Listen, I'm not worried about Michigan. I'm not worried about Michigan. I'm not, but y'all know me. I ain't worried about nobody.
I don't Michigan have enough fast feet. Look at overall PTI play. I look at overall defensive play.
Yeah, they factored to Texas loss. Yeah, they factored to Texas loss.
Did they?
Of course.
Was it a 2-point loss? 1 point.
So Tennessee is shocking me because I didn't expect them to have lost two games already this season. But I'm interested. They won 2 games, so I'm interested to see if they figured out their rotation. That's going to help them be a little bit more successful. But that 3 ball got to travel. Mississippi State Bulldogs. I'm not. They may be fool's gold at 11-1.
Yeah.
For the teams that are 11-1, Kentucky, Ole Miss, Mississippi State, Oklahoma. Out of that group, I expected Ole Miss to be showing a little bit more domination, but I mean, they've only lost 1 game. They just not winning how I thought they would win, and I'm not seeing the defense that I thought I would see. So I'm a little concerned about Ole Miss, but we're gonna find out real early. LSU again, they're gonna have to show me in the SEC. Alabama's always gonna be a well coached team. They're always gonna be a well coached team. I don't know if their record, if they've been battle tested enough to be ready for the SEC. You say Ole Miss a problem? We're gonna find out.
With Ole Miss, I think it goes back to you add some offense and you give a little you give a little bit and some defense. So defense is there, but not as tenacious as last season because it's a different season, a different focus. And Coach Joe and Cody McMahon, put your hands on Cody McMahon and all those players there. I think. Well, I don't think Coach Joe has been past the Sweet 16 in her career at Ole Miss, if I'm not mistaken. And so I think there's a desire to get over that hurdle. And so to get over that hurdle, you got to be able to score.
They make it to the Elite 8 last year?
Was it? I thought she still got second.
Y'all tell me. I don't know why I thought Yo was in the Elite 8 last year, but I could be wrong.
Yeah, correct me if I'm wrong. Stand corrected.
I don't know. It's a lot of teams that's 1 player or bust. It's a lot of teams that's 1 player or bust right now. So they're gonna have to figure out rotations and help and identity, especially in the SEC. Especially in the SEC.
I mean, right now, yeah, I agree with you. Alabama's playing well, but it's just tough in the SEC, and I think they're just young. is young talent. You know, I don't know if they're gonna be ready for that night in, night out SEC. So they put together a good ensemble of skill there. And it'd be interesting also, I think, to see how Vanderbilt responds with their, because I feel like they're playing off of with limited skill rotation. You already
Vandy was one of those. Vandy was one of those schools I was high on.
okay, but I feel like
That was one of the schools I was high on. ADR has not transformed enough. Because I said I needed to see somebody 10 games in. We're exactly at 10 games in. That was in a blog the other night. She couldn't even get off the bench. So, even though they got Winatanda, I don't know if they're gonna have enough size. And it's a lot of Blakes or bust, as the commission would say.
Right. Yeah, that's the thing. I think it's a
lot of Blakes or bust right there. So we'll see how that plays out.
I think it's a simple scout or a basic scout, which you need to take away and add and subtract to kind of have the advantage over Vanderbilt. So that's what I'm referring to when I go look at their stats this far when they've been playing. I think it's if you have a effective enough defense, you know what to contain or to decrease their production with Vandy. Right, I have to, shout out to the commission, Blake's or no breaks Blake's a bust, and so on the other hand, you enjoy the talent, the skill set, but that only can take you but so far if you don't have other players contributing consistently. So why did her partner leave? Is that more? Is it more is over there, right? Is that Notre Dame?
Well, I don't know. I don't know why Moore left. I don't know. I don't know if she spoke to why she left. I think her spirit may have been broken in Louisiana, but you went to Vandy. Now you're at Vandy now. So whatever happened at LSU is over with. You're at Vandy now. You're at Vandy now. I don't have time for no LSU excuses now. You're at Vandy. You've been at Vandy for 10 games and a summer. I don't got time for what Yeah, I ain't with that. I ain't with that no more. Now you got there, you was TikToking, you looked happy in the summer. Get to work.
I don't know. It seems like a better fit, right? We don't know the actual story, but at this point, it's a new chapter, right? Make the best of what's given to you. So, uh, I was hoping too, Auntie, that ADR would be further along because I did really in her freshman year. I liked some of the things that skill sets she's starting to display and aggressiveness around the basket, soft touches around the rim, and things of that nature. So, but every player is wired different. So I hope that that ADR finds that soon, and whatever that is, that it is, whatever that fire is, and I'm hoping that there's a better environment and a better uh, development for ADR at Vanderbilt. But getting better is tough, though, Auntie. No matter which school you at, getting better, you got to put the work in.
ADR is the only player at Vanderbilt that's 6'6". It shouldn't even be a problem to lock her position down. That's my problem, Jordan Mops. It shouldn't even. What do you mean lock your position down? The next closest person on the team in height is 6'4". You should be in there. You should be in there dominating. Come on now. Locked her position down by now. She should have walked in with that lockdown. You know what I'm saying, Drew the Mop? Yeah. Come on. You 6'6". Come on. And you're a junior. You're a junior. There's no playtime. Playtime's over. If this is what you're gonna do, if this is what you're gonna do, if you just here to play a little basketball till you get your degree, no problem. And maybe that's why you went to Vandy, so it said Vanderbilt on your degree instead of LSU. Maybe, I don't know. But the position should have been locked down by now if she intend on playing here. Just like Lay, you're not a Gamecock no more. When we see you, talk to Raymond defense, but we wish you the best. Who you talking to, Captain? Ooh, I don't know. She was a top 10 recruit. It's 100% on her, in my opinion. At this point, it is. At this point, it is. She's been given another chance. She came out as the next Cardoso to us Baton Rouge fans. 80-yard potential was supposed to be that in our eyes. Yeah, I don't know. The kid had a surgery, and then she, I don't know. Like I said, the next day I looked up, she was chewing her nails on the sideline. So I'm not sure. Well, I'm not clear what happened there. But you're a junior, and if this is what you're planning your living to be, you got to get busy. You behind 8 ball now. 6'6" or nothing. I mean, 6'6" or not, and they can't teach 6'6". But it don't matter if you 6'6" if you can't do nothing with it. So she has to get back to who she was coming out of high school, or if she still loves the game like that. Some of these kids may not want to go pro.
May not, yeah, or not WNBA pro, right?
I don't know. Meanwhile, Camila Cardoso on her way to Project B. Get your bag, Miller.
Right.
Shout out Camila Cardoso going to Project B. Shout out Sylvia Fowles, assistant coach for the Portland Fire. LSU LA, got to see Ravens, and I can't wait. Just like Texas. Oh, I mean, yeah. I understand that, but listen, and Lake knew that, going to put them LSU letters on. So it should be fireworks, but that's what that's the competition. That's the hooper in you. So that's expected.
That's right.
So all these kids don't want to, everybody may not want to go pro. Or maybe you may not want to go WNBA pro. Maybe you're gonna go Project B pro or Upshot pro or AU pro. Maybe you think you unrivaled type pro. I don't know. Some people will be Harlem Globetrotters. It's options out here. But I mean, goodness, when I'm looking at the SEC, and I didn't think. I will say this. I think that my I'm not gonna say my dark horse, my quiet horse, the quiet horse that I'm watching, and not necessarily to win the SEC and nothing like that, but to be remarkably better than expected, the Georgia Bulldogs. So that'll be my quiet team. Late to the chat, but have you already talked about how Ravens draft stock has gone up? No, we haven't talked draft stock. But we can. And I don't know. Raven is just doing what I already knew that she could do. Raven's just being the player that I already knew that she was. That she had already shown that she was. I think people just forgot. People start buying in the narratives. But somebody said earlier they expect Raven to go top 5. Selfishly, I want Raven to go to specific teams. So, and they had Raven going to the Atlanta Dream in the second round. Okay. Pow was one of the places that I said. Washington was one of the places that I said. Of course, Las Vegas.
Right.
Los Angeles. The way Georgia beat Florida say a lot. I think my thing with Georgia last year, at first I had the coach on the hot seat. Then I backed off her when she said she was playing 5 freshmen. And then I really backed off her when she said she was trying to build a program. And then I realized they just didn't have a lot of size. Georgia went and got some size. So they're gonna compete. And who is that down there? Danny Carnegie? Bucket. Bucket. So they're gonna be fun to watch. So they surprised me, but it's a lot of teams who are just that I'm saying, as far as what I was expecting from them in the SEC. Vanderbilt, they just for me right now. Tennessee, Mia Pardo balling, Talasia Cooper hooping. They got to figure that out though. Who else is kind of Ole Miss? I'm looking for the defense, because what I loved about Ole Miss was the defense. What I thought could have Ole Miss in any game was the defense.
That's
I hope they did not. I hope they didn't give up too much defense to bring in the offense that they got. When Cody's on, she's on, but I want to see Cody be more than a 3-and-D player. I want to see Cody really get after it. Get in there and mix it up. Ole Miss for you, less than what I expected. Yeah, I expected just straight domination. And I listen. They've only lost one game, but they're not dominating like I thought they would. They not shutting it down on the defensive end like I expected.
Right.
It seemed like they plan is to try to outscore you, and I'm not used to that from Coach O's teams. LSU is kind of where I thought they would be, and then kind of not. Right, undefeated. I expected the core 3 to be averaging more points. But LSU, Kim's been playing a lot more players than she normally plays. We'll see if that holds up, because she said it'll be a 8-person rotation. You got to get in that top 8.
That's what Kim said.
Yeah, you got to get in the top 8. Coach, 6. After that, which division is the next competitive?
Oh yeah. The ACC. You talking about what next conference? I think the ACC is very interesting and can produce some stuff between the ACC and the Big Ten as far as your Power 4.
I think the Big Ten is more competitive right now than the ACC. I think the ACC wide open. But Louisville's my favorite.
So yeah, appreciate you asking that question. So we'll see how it pans out. And
who's your favorite? Who's your favorites in the ACC, Coach? You said they pretty competitive. Who you think are the top teams in the ACC?
I mean, like I said, I'm not a Louisville fan, but obviously at this point in the season, we're at by their body of work. Louisville has established themselves right now, and so I want to give credit to it where credit is due. I still believe in the skill set at North Carolina State. I don't believe so much in the coach, but that's a great ensemble of skilled young adults there, young women there, and I hope they're put in places where they can thrive. I would love to see their game shine, put in place where they're being successful in their skill set. I'm not sold on North Carolina, but they show they can be around and get it done. And then Notre Dame, just the competitiveness of coach and the tandem of Coach Ivy and Hidalgo and Prosper trying to make noise, and you got it when Sanchez and De Jesus, when they're on for Notre Dame, that's challenging. But the word is when they're on, and so can they be consistent from the outside? Because depending who they play, they may be able to score inside or not. It's all depending on your opponent, right? So who else I missed? Like you said, Cal doesn't have enough offense, but they're right there. Not this year. I think Stanford is. They're gonna. That's gonna be my quiet. I'm gonna use your phrase. I'll be my quiet team, and then maybe that's because I'm a fan of Nunu, Nunu and Nil. I just wanted
Yeah,
to say it
I
that
like
way.
them. I just, with the freshmen that are there, I don't know if they've been tested enough yet.
Right, right, right.
If the ACC goes, if the ACC was the perfect finish for the ACC for me is Louisville and NC State meeting in the ACC tourney championship.
Right, right,
Right.
right.
That's it going perfect for me. Those two meeting to see who's the best in that conference. You like Louisville? You like Louisville, Notre Dame? I see you saying NC State gonna win ACC. I mean, listen, Kashi coming on. Kashi coming on. I went back and watched some of the Miami game. I got to finish it, but I see some changes in the rotation and how they splitting up the time. I'm surprised Notre Dame are a contender. Preseason, we had no expectation for them. You got Notre Dame as a contender right now? And when you say contender, you mean contender for like ACC champ or national champ? With contender how? Tell me where you got where you got what is their ceiling for you? Coach, you got Pickles?
We got yes. Tomorrow we have, or it's thankful Thursday, but some of us is already Thursday. Happy New Day. We have 5 ranked teams in action on this Thursday. 5 ranked teams.
Let's get to the pickums.
I was listening. I was getting all into this. Who on first? Who there? Who's gonna be over here? Who's gonna do what? I was intrigued. It was
I
like
didn't have nothing else. That was it. That was all I
okay.
had.
I was locked in. You know how you
That
in
they have a
that.
chance for both ACC conference and ACC tournament. Not ready for March though. Okay, the ACC. Okay. All right.
It felt as the hoop turned or something. I was just into, you know.
That was it for me. That was all my. That was it. It was
Okay,
diagnosis.
you had me on the
It
edge of
was
the seat.
it was diagnosis hoops.
Diagnosis hoop. I like it. I was with it today. I enjoyed that. Thank you, Chapin. Here we go. Pickups.
That was not what I was supposed to come up here and talk about. I don't even think that was in the description or nothing.
I think we got close to it. It was in. Did we get close to it?
I don't know.
You said you
put it out there.
had
Hand it down. It's a wrap. ACC is the most unpredictable conference in the country. Wouldn't be surprised as bad as Duke has played if they win the conference tournament. I don't believe in Duke. So many super blowouts. It's been taking a week or two to get to a good matchup. Do y'all think something can be done to improve now conference scheduling? No.
I mean,
nope.
No, because some of those schools need the money, so it's a.
If I improve non-conference scheduling, it's almost like conference, ain't it?
Right.
See, here's the thing. Where they messed up at is here's where they messed up at. they went to work and said we're gonna make a net, and that's the and net actually stands for NCAA evaluation tool, right? And then they said we're gonna have a formula for how we're gonna score, for how we're gonna determine who goes to the tournament, who gets that overall number one ranking, right? And then they gave us the boxes that had to be checked, right? And they said strength of schedule. They said who you play, when you play, how you play, right? All this stuff, right? And then in everybody's face, after Dawn checked all of those boxes, and we did have 2 losses, but we still had the stronger strength of schedule. She didn't get the overall number one ranking, but it was earned. But she didn't get it. So now nobody has any real respect for the net rankings. Nobody has any real respect for the net rankings. Because at the end of the day, it doesn't matter. After that, I'm telling you, I told you, I thought Kim texted Dawn afterwards was like, I told you, cupcakes. It didn't matter. Smaller schools benefit from those unbalanced games. These
For
Bible
sure.
schools need the benefits of playing top teams. I know my team LSU always at the forefront when we talk schedule, but really we all have some schedule. We all have some schedule. Y'all have a full schedule. Y'all non-conference is your non-conference is cupcakes. That's the difference. I acknowledge everybody has some cupcakes on their schedule. Y'all have 13 cupcakes, 14, 15 cupcakes. A baker dozen worth of cupcakes. Y'all wouldn't have played Duke. Y'all wouldn't have played Duke if it wasn't the ACC SEC challenge. Y'all wasn't putting them on the schedule. That's my argument with the schedule. Don played everybody last year too. Duke disappointed y'all? No, you should have been disappointed. I don't know. Duke been showing y'all this all year, man. I told y'all. And y'all wanted that. Y'all wanted that to be a ranked win, a win against a win against a top 10 team. Duke just they got disintegrated.
Yeah, dude, drop that one.
With the way Kara Lawson already barking at her players on the court, I think it's already crumbling over there. I don't see them coming back from this. I don't see a lot of team chemistry. I don't see a lot of love. I ain't believing. You say Lawson stock dropping? Yeah, but you think they're gonna take her out of that Team USA gig? Coach, he a coach, so he don't like to hear coaches losing their jobs. He don't like that. But the fact of the matter is, coach be fighting for him too. He go into his best Perry Mason. She rides out this bad year and still remain USA coach. I guess. Like I said, here's the thing. She doesn't want to be the head coach that didn't win the gold on USA soil. I know that. If you can't get your college team into the top 10, I'm supposed to trust you to get the gold?
I'm not a Lawson fan. It's just more of a
Neil got more leeway for what? Yeah. Now let's talk about Neil. Let's remember who Neil is. Neil Ivy. When you go back and you look at Notre Dame, everything they ever won, Neil Ivy was a part of, from player to assistant coach. Everything they ever won, and the highest thing they ever went to, they didn't go there without her being either on the team or on the staff. She's legendary at Notre Dame. Kara Lawson didn't go to Duke. The minute Chelsea Gray is available, Kara Lawson ass is out of there. Okay, do y'all hear me now? Okay, there we go. Did I say it loud enough?
Rocky Top.
Better mess around and rock around and find out, man, if somebody came in there to hold that thing down till Chelsea get ready to come in there. Right. That's just my thinking. She want to go where? And they wasn't the favorite. With the kids? That's something different. That was something different. That was something different. You talking about with them youngsters? It was hard. It was hard not to win. It was hard not to win with them. But I don't trust her. I don't trust her to go. I don't trust her to go get the gold in Paris. I don't know that she could have done that.
Who's that? Who's there too? Who's that, Auntie?
I don't know. And Sicky, who you talking about? She would have lost in Paris. It was that tight. Yeah, buddy. Listen,
Yeah.
though, y'all keep on believing. I'm not a believer. I ain't never been a believer. I done told y'all since last season. Tell me your favorite Carol Lawson coaching moment. And if y'all say do hard, better speech, then that's that. Bro, I'm really hanging up on y'all on that one. Tell me when it was like, oh man, your favorite Carol Lawson coaching moment. I'll wait.
I guess
Man,
that's it
I
right
mean,
there.
you just spent the time. You just spent the summer. You spent how many weeks in Florida? 2-3 weeks in Chile. They couldn't scheme up something to stop her. I ain't got time, bro. Lawson needs talent to save any of her shortcomings created by her defensive coaching philosophy. She got talent there. She got talent there. She need to turn. She should have turned Fournier loose. The Golden State coach there too, coach. Yeah, good thing. You look up, she'd be the head coach. You look up, y'all look up, and they'd be like, "Hey, you know what, Kara? Since we're gonna go with mostly WNBA players, we thought it better to have a WNBA coach, and so we're gonna move Natalie into the head coaching gig."
Ouch.
When they played South Carolina, Lawson's stock was at its highest. Why? When they just played us, when in the tournament, you think they stopped Flau'jae? She had like 6 turnovers. That was Duke's defense that had her with the 6 turnovers.
Well,
I don't
yeah,
know.
I think.
I don't know. Chloe said if it's a blueprint, then you win. So I don't know.
I,
I don't know if they stopped her if she won. I don't know.
I had a feeling that might have been coming.
I don't know. I don't know if they stopped her if what did she say? What did they say? Flau'jae said to her, "Fuck you thought." I don't know if she stopped after she did that to her in her house like that. I don't know. I don't know if that's what you call it. They played South Carolina in the tournament. It was elite. Been downhill since.
They lost some scorers this season. They don't have the same scorers.
Gucci Lucci. They just let Gucci Lucci walk out the door. It was like, we don't need Gucci Lucci.
Yes, you do. Obviously, she made it easier for the other players to score.
She had a good game plan, just not enough talent.
Now, see,
I hear you. I hear you, Draco. I hear you, Draco. I just don't believe it. That's all. I don't believe it. I don't believe she had a good game plan. Chloe said, if you got the blueprint, then you win. But since you lost, you ain't got the blueprint. Yeah, I don't know. Is it a blueprint? Rock 'em, coach. Rock 'em.
Here we go. It is pick'em time. And we have Thursdays. Women College Hoops Lights. Pick'ems. 6:30 p.m. Eastern Time. Norfolk State Spartans, one of my beloved HBCUs, taking on the Ohio State Buckeyes, sitting at 9-1, and they're number 21 in the nation. Who do you have? The Spartans and the Buckeyes. They're playing in Columbus, Ohio, on that day. Who do you have in Value City Arena in Columbus, Ohio? Do you have the Buckeyes or the Spartans? I give it you. Pick them while you're figuring that out. Drill Mops got Norfolk losing. Figure that out. You got University of Albany playing at 7:30 p.m. against number 13 Vanderbilt in Nashville, Memorial Gymnasium in Nashville. Shenandoah Rays got Ohio State. Shea Dubs got Ohio State. They're
Let me jump
thinking,
here real
hey,
quick. I gotta correct Big Draco. Plus, she had 4 turnovers. She had 4 turnovers against Duke. She had 18 points on 7 of 11 shooting, 5 rebounds, 3 assists. She shot 63 from the floor, 75 from 3, 50 from the free throw. Now, I give you this. A lot of those points came later in the game. A lot of those points came later. A lot of that came later in the game. But, she walked out with the dub. I give her that. Go ahead, Coach.
Shenandoah Rays got Vandy over University of Albany. This game is in them. Then Lisa Pugh picked Buckeyes. Going to get it
Hold
done over
on, y'all. Wait, let
Norfolk
me say
State.
this to y'all. Drip did her turn. Drip did her turn as the national coach, y'all. Y'all don't remember Drip winning 1 gold with Asia in 20 Tokyo, y'all. That Drip been our Drip did a lot of Team USA. I don't think the Drip's coming back to be a Team USA coach again. She already did that, y'all. Sorry, Coach. Go ahead.
We have I think what do we have here? We have Vandy. You said Candy or Vandy? We got Vandy over that, and then don't forget South Carolina Gamecocks number 3, 7 p.m. against South Florida Bulls. University of South Florida Bulls playing. You got Gamecocks or at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. This game is played in Tampa. Will be on South Florida. Got Gamecocks or the Bulls. Who do you got? I give it. You pick it at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Gamecocks or the Southern Florida Bulls. Gamecocks on it already. Gamecocks. All that as you're typing that in, you got Southern University, another beloved HBCU. Lisa Pugh has South Carolina. You got Southern University Jaguars playing against number 15 Baylor Bears in Waco. Who do you got on that too? We got Shane W with the Gamecock emoji back here. Uh, Gamecock emoji, okay. And then you also have the Southern University playing number 15 Baylor Bears. Not sure if anybody knows. Baylor need that once injury. I'm not sure the update on Talia Scott if she's able to play with the update on that injury game, on that injury against Texas. Commissioner Kai Orlando has South Carolina getting it done over the USF Bulls on that. Baylor, Shea W got Baylor getting it done over the Southern University Jaguars. Um, in the late show, the late game is a 10 p.m. Eastern game. Southern California sitting at 19 against Cali Polytech. And that is going to be played in Los Angeles. Southern California against Cali Polytech. And they're sitting at number 19. That's the late show. Talia got hurt ankle. I don't know the update. Anybody got any notifications? Let me know. Lisa Pugh's got Baylor getting it done against one of my beloved HBCUs, Southern University. Southern Cal drill mops. You got Southern Cal getting it done against Cali Polytech. Uh, and anybody else, I'm gonna wrap it up. We've got very just 5 games on this thankful Thursday of women college hoops lights starting at 6:30 p.m. Eastern time. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. You can type in your last pickums if you have them. These pickums are close. You picked them. I give them. You pick them and all at the buzzer. Shout out to race to Southern California against Cal Polytech, and then Shonda Del Rey's got Baylor. Basket is good at the buzzer. Shonda Del Rey got Baylor getting it done over Southern University. Way to make the big shot at the buzzer, and it's good at the buzzer. Thank you for playing another game. Pick 'em, hope all your pick'ems come true. This is brought to you by Little Leon's Cigar Lounge and more. Bring your own paper bag. You give them. I give them. You pick them. Let me get that right. Let me get it right. Wait, I had my chai latte too. So how did I mess that up? Thank you so much for playing another pickle. Pickles. Back to you, Auntie. Let me get my script right. Let me get the teleprompter right. Fix the teleprompter. Whatever. That's all we got. Then awesome.
I'm talking about. So, I don't know if Frank Wright is in the chat, but Frank Wright, man, thank you so much. If y'all, Courtside Chronicles, he sent me this post. I believe this is Chloe Kitt's mother. You know, I don't know if this is her mom or her dad talking. They say, because I haven't finished reading it, but it said, I don't even know where to start. But I just want to share a few words about my daughter, Chloe Kitts. She didn't come home. She didn't answer the birthday calls. Chloe canceled her trip back home, turned off the lights inside an empty South Carolina women's basketball facility, and stayed until the clock struck midnight, alone on her birthday. After a long, grueling season, I know she didn't do it to impress anyone, but because of a promise she once made to me, a promise to stay disciplined, to stay humble, and to never forget the work it takes to chase a dream, even when no one is watching. When I learned about it, I was deeply moved. She, a young woman carrying expectations, pressure, and the weight of representing her program, spent her birthday night training instead of celebrating. Without rest, without family around, all out of responsibility and respect for the sacrifices that brought her here. I have never been more proud of Chloe in that moment. Wins and losses don't matter. It reminded me that some things in life are bigger than basketball, bigger than the scoreboard. Chloe is not just my daughter. She is the heart, the toughness, and the spirit of the team she gives herself to completely. I want everyone to know that off the court, Chloe is a devoted, responsible young woman, full of gratitude and love. Oh, this is her mother talking. As her mother, I'm grateful to watch her grow into the person she promised she would become through quiet dedication, hard choices, and an unwavering commitment to her values. Bro, that's I just wanted to share that with y'all. I thought that was just dope, bro. Like, gave up your birthday to make sure that you was you were training, and how serious she takes being a Gamecock and being a basketball player. It just speaks so much to. I wanted to share it because it just really confirmed for me what I said is nobody. You don't outwork Chloe Kitts. You do not outwork Chloe Kitts. I mean, I've been saying that, and that's just like confirmation of that. When they say coach is a pro, when coach say Chloe is a pro, it was pro habits. That's pro habits. That's pro responsibility. We talk about Chloe's leadership, and that's why I'm so excited about Chloe being able to get back on the floor next season after having spent this time off the floor and being able to pour back into her teammates and being able to learn the game from this assistant coach kind of space. I believe it's on Facebook. It was shared with me via text, and I believe it goes out to I'll try to share it in the Discord. It's a full article. That was shared with me via chat. Thank you, Frank Wright, sending that over. Just the dedication, man. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna cut the lights off and just work because we got work to do. And then I'm like, well, shit, when was Chloe's birthday? It looked like Chloe was born August the 5th. So it's not even season. You know, we're not in season at all, right?
Right.
Just the dedication. You know what I mean? Just the dedication, and just made me a proud auntie. Because I've been saying this about this kid, man. That kid just works. She just works. Always respected Chloe, Paige, AZ, because they are the culture. They remember those that come before them. Much love. Yeah, I mean, Chloe, different than Paige and AZ. I really push Chloe's name out there. Chloe, shoot that bitch, kids. I push Chloe's name because if Chloe Kitts was at any other school, she would be in a conversation for National Player of the Year. If Chloe Kitts was at any other school, she would be in a conversation for conference player, right?
Right.
With the player that she is right now. If Chloe Kitts was at any other school, I don't know if she grows into the player that she is right now. I'm sure that she does, just because the pro habits. But I'm glad that she's at South Carolina. But I'm just saying she gets this, right? Like if Chloe was at any other school, if Chloe was at Michigan, if she was at Kentucky, if she was at Southern Cal, UCLA, you wouldn't stop seeing Chloe Kitts' face everywhere. She would be everywhere. But because she's at South Carolina, and it's like they forget that South Carolina is even a PWI because Dawn is the coach. She doesn't get the love that she should get, and that's total bullshit to me. It's almost like she's punished for being on a team that's mostly black, right? So I always like to call out Chloe because it's beyond color with Chloe. Chloe is just a fucking hooper, man. And you gotta respect her. You gotta respect her hustle. You gotta respect her work ethic. You gotta respect how she comes to the game. You gotta respect how after every season, Chloe goes the fuck back to work. Immediately she goes back to work, and it's been like that every year since she got there. She came early. It's unfortunate that she's hurt right now, but looking forward to seeing that kid get back on the floor. But doing everything she can to still make this a successful season for this team. And I love the way that she carries that Gamecock name. So I just wanted to shout out Chloe Kitts and share that with y'all. I thought that was a dope article. But yeah, that kid don't get the respect that she should get. Coach, give us something positive before we get ready to get out of here.
Man, we thank you taking your time, not being rushed, and talking women college hoops with us. Be great in your preparation, become excellent in your performance. Always have that champion mentality. Change this world with one random act of kindness at a time. And don't forget to be kind to yourself first. Be the change that you want to see. You can change anything you want when you put your mind to it. Hey, in this crazy wild world of shorts we call Earth, spread love. More love is what we can need and always use. But we hope, more importantly, hope you find that the greatest love is within you. When you get a little tired and frustrated of trying to be the greatest you can be the best version of yourself that you can be, and shooting for the stars, but landing, shooting for the moon and landing amongst the stars. We want you to know, hey, tie a knot, hold on, keep on moving, don't stop. No, you got this, you can do this. And most importantly, you were made for this. Women's college hoops lights coming up. We got Gamecocks in the Bulls. But what is that about? What is that? A tip off? About what? Is that a 7:30 p.m. tip off? It's coming our way. We got Gamecocks basketball coming your way on this Thursday.
Absolutely. Hey, man, we appreciate y'all pulling up and rocking with us. Hey, man, for those of y'all that's at work, man, we appreciate y'all, man, working and lurking and hanging out with us, man. We appreciate y'all. We helped y'all get through the shift, man. Y'all helped us get through this, man. We appreciate the conversation. Until next time, that's Coach Coleman. Says Talk Sports, man. We love y'all to life. Y'all stay tuned. Talk soon. We